हेलो दोस्तों, आओ शुरू करते हैं। कौन बनेगा हॉगवर्ट्स वासी? अरे हेलो, अभी हाय ब्रो, मैं आधा रह गया, अभी क्लास में खत्म हुआ है। ओके 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 मैम, श्योर। करो करो, खाना खाओ।
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Okay, where were we? What mission were we doing? हम बॉन्ड से लौट के कहीं जा रहे थे। exactly what we were doing. मोटिवेशन वाला मिशन यही करना है क्या अपने? इसको काफी बड़ा मैप है भाई। Man, the map's so huge. Hogsmeade. इसके अंदर कहाँ पास में टेलीपोर्ट कर सकते हैं? अच्छा है यार। ये चीज़ है बस ड्रैगन हो रहा है भाई। I can teleport here, but मुझे यहाँ से निकल के यहाँ जाना है। रास्ते में ये पड़ेगा तो चलते हैं।
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Levioso!
टैब दबा के 3 फिर डायरेक्ट 3 दबा रहा था। चलो, ड्रैगन किधर है? वो रहा ड्रैगन, जा सकते हैं उसके हेड तक। ड्रैगन है, पक्षी है वो। अंदर नहीं उड़ सकते अपन बट इधर क्या अच्छा नीचे ही जाना है। काश बिल्डिंग के अंदर भी उड़ सकते हैं यार, बड़े जल्दी पहुंच जाते हैं। नीचे कूदूंगा भाई।
Over here.
Hey Sebastian, what's up dude?
Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place.
This
way.
Everything. Enter the secret room.
There's a secret passage just here.
It's well disguised.
Oh. क्या बात है, क्या बात है। बस
How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it the Undercroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So
Revelios!
Keep this between us. He never confides in anyone. But he's trusted me since the day we met.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily.
I think I've seen Ominous in potions. Or was it herbology? I've noticed that he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Understood. But why does Ominous have no love lost for his family?
His father's family are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Obsessed with blood status, most of them. Ominous cannot abide them, as he'll be the first to tell you. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the blasting curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
A proper magical education ought to include all magic.
My thoughts exactly. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic. But you should learn it.
Bye, welcome to the stream.
I can
How you
teach it to
doing?
you safely here. It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement.
Okay.
The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
Confringo, let's go. Hello Ira bhai, welcome to the stream. गुड्डू जादूगर नहीं, जादूगर आदर्श बोलते हैं। एक कोई फेमस जादूगर था यार, बहुत बहुत पहले। I cannot recall his name. पर ऐसे जादूगर something करके था।
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out?
Okay, yes.
Stick to the targets, though. Best to keep the eye.
एक सेकंड, Confringo किधर है? spell armor से during spell है ये altering spell है ये ओ ये रहा confringo जादूगर सूरमा भोपाली नहीं भाई बट हाँ यस फेमस नेम मैं सोच के बताऊंगी बट ऐसे जादूगर प्रीफिक्स था उसी से हैरी पॉटर के पहले मैंने उनका नाम सुना था अलॉन्ग विद बॉल दैट डील्स डैमेज ऑन इम्पैक्ट किसी ने इंडियन वाली हमारी हैरी पॉटर देखी थी बॉलीवुड वाली जो बनी थी वाओ तगड़ा है भाई ये तो
Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses.
Confringo!
Nice work. How's it? That's it. Well done.
उसको भी जला दूं भाई भाई ये फेंकने में कितना मजा आता है ये वॉन्ड ओपी
I have to say, I enjoyed that.
domestic
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. To this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
हेलो साइको
The
भाई
blast does
स्ट्रीम
heat things up.
मैंने तो
I see how you lost your eyebrows.
You'll get used to it. And Ominous and I used to practice down here
देखनी
for
पड़ेगी भाई
hours.
कौन सी हरमाइनी और
The Undercroft was our
हैरी पॉटर
retreat.
की
Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do.
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
sure
Just let me know when and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. I assume it's to do with what you told me. About the port key and Gringotts and Ranrock.
Nothing gets past you.
did you get broom
And yes, it is.
निखिल भाई
As I'm sure
got
you
the
suspect,
broom.
there is a bit more to all of
ना
this.
मान रहे
I'm listening.
वही वाली कह रहे हो क्या भाई
You must promise to keep this between us.
I trusted you with
जादूगर
knowledge of the secret
आनंद
Undercroft.
got it
You can trust me.
All right.
जादूगर आनंद नाम था उनको यार
I
ये
can
सबसे
see traces
बेकार
of
लगता है
ancient
यार ये
magic.
पॉज नहीं कर सकते
Ancient
cutscenes
magic?
पर
I don't know what I was expecting to say, but it wasn't that. What does that even mean?
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. All I know is that I can see whispers of an
Sebastian
old magic
cool बंदा
that
है
hardly
like he knows
anyone
a
else
lot
can.
of things about
Fig and I think
school
that
and he's very
Ranrock has
helpful as
somehow
well
found a way to harness that magic's
नाग
power.
शक्ति
Are
का
you
बंदा तो
telling me
नहीं
that
लगता भाई
goblins
ये
may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out.
हाँ
And this
पतली मुस्टैच
ability
वाले
of yours, does it allow you to wield this magic too?
I don't know.
Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been studying archaic
मुझसे
forms of
रखते
magic for
थे जो
ages. Perhaps we can help each other. In the meantime, with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, I suspect
I
a
haven't
bit more
explored a
time
lot of
practicing the
free roam,
blasting curses
to
in
be
order.
honest as of
Spend as
now
much time here as you'd like.
वरना मजा तो आ रहा था
And
भाई
remember, keep this
वो मैप
place
पे दिखता भी
between
ड्रैगन
us.
उड़ रहा है I wish I could meet
When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you
or
an hour.
catch or I don't know have a
Revelio.
closer look at the dragon कुछ छोड़ दे रहा हूँ चलो There must be skip button check when skip तो है I guess skip है escape से होता है but pause होना चाहिए ना मालूम मैं देखना चाहता हूँ but
Hello,
अभी
Sebastian.
कुछ करना है
Wait.
मुझे oh
You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello. Ominous, isn't it? I believe we have potions together. And herbology?
he saw us
I
coming out
recognise that
from there
voice.
ना
Heard you talking to Gareth
yes
Weasley
you
in
can kill
potions
dragon
class.
huh
You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft?
that's crazy
How did you get
right?
in there?
Did you kill one I wanna catch like Pokemon. Should I tell him the truth? Story में भी आएगा अच्छा यार. I should not tell him.
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and then suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe a word about this place to anyone. Not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My
he
father
knows.
is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
ये है लग रहा है नागशक्ति का बंदा.
Trust me, Ominous. I won't say a word. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant.
लियो सब पता है.
Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help.
हमने मना भी किया फिर भी साला कह रहा है.
Sebastian is going
सेबेस्टियन
to
ने
be
बताया.
earful about this.
मैंने भी गेम खेली है. भाई उसको जाके रगड़ेगा भी सेबेस्टियन को. आओ एक और हैरी पॉटर दिखाता हूँ कौन सी वाली. डॉट से डॉट जोड़ रहा है. बात पकड़ रहा है भाई वो साला. छोटी छोटी बातें. छोटी बातें करते हैं. ये यार येलो वाले तो खत्म हो गए भाई. किधर जाना है अपने को? भाई मैप बहुत ही बड़ा है यार. मैप यार देख रहे हो. और इसको जूम करोगे इसके अंदर ऐसे 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 चलते चलो. बहुत बड़ा मैप है यार. Escape open quest book log. Sorry. Report to Professor Fig. Let's go. I completed whole map. Oh भाई तगड़ा है. पूरा छान मारा है आपने मतलब. चलो 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 यार. इसके अंदर भी यूज करने देता ब्रूम यार. कैंपस के अंदर तो मजा आ जाता नहीं.
It can be used to levitate
Wingardium
objects for a
Leviosa.
short time. Once you've completed a few
अपने को तो लेवियोसो
prerequisite
सिखाया है इन्होंने
tasks,
यार.
do see me after class.
Enjoy divination. But when is Professor Anai?
मेरे को भी सीखना है लेवियोसा. लेवियोसा. हरमानी करेक्ट करती है रॉन को और क्या हैरी को भी. मूवी में ये बेचारा पिटते ही रहता है भाई. Hello,
I
Professor
was
Fig.
hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Nearly Headless Nick asked me to get some rotten roast beef from the kitchens.
Rotten
Mask to
roast
हटवा लो
beef?
Yes,
भाई.
I thought it was
कोई
odd
भी हो
too.
सकता है.
But then we took the roast beef to Sir Podmore of the Headless Hunt, and
You met the Headless Hunt? That must have been interesting,
बात तो
to
सुन
say
लो
the
पहले
least.
प्रोफेसर.
and then I had to find Richard Jackdaw's head in the pumpkins so that he'd tell me about how he died.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because
Yes.
Jackdaw had followed the
कितना
map they
excited है कि वो
contained,
अपन का
when I found the
character बनाने
pages,
के
I
लिए.
found the location on the map. Believe
स्टोरी
it or
सुन लो
not,
गाइस. जिसने मिस कर
it's
दी
a
स्टोरी
room
सुन लो.
below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book.
अब मजा आएगा स्टोरी में गाइस. अब मजा आएगा. You know there's a app called IRL. उसमें you can change your RDR. ऐसा भी. रियल मैप एज जो गूगल मैप वाला मैप को रिप्लेस कर सकते. मतलब समझा नहीं मैं. ये मैप्स IRL. Could you please shed some light on this? वैसे हम चेक करेंगे स्ट्रीम गेम के बाद चेक करते
The
हैं.
room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And a portrait personal Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh,
Oh, Pete.
I'll check it out.
Travel's always much more enjoyable with a friend.
Yes. उस दिन आप लोग थे नहीं स्ट्रीम पे, बहुत सारे हम लोग अच्छी अच्छी वेबसाइट्स एक्सप्लोर कर रहे थे.
It was beneath us all this time.
AI वेबसाइट एंड कैसे यूजफुल वेबसाइट्स हैं. और एक दो दिन करी थी एक्चुअली, एक दिन और लोग नहीं थे. एंजॉय गाइस, एंजॉय करो.
This looks promising.
आपको जो रियल लाइफ वाला मैं उसको मैं चेक करता हूँ भाई. अच्छा है, बताता हूँ.
A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent.
No water in Pune or what? हैं? फेस टाइम और पुणे के पानी से क्या लेना देना
We're
भाई?
here to see this.
समझ रहा हूँ मैं, पर I don't want to make look like I understood. नहीं बता दो. और जादू दद्दू आ गए, अपने दद्दू आ गए. एक सेकंड ना. अरे बहुत बारिश हो रही है. तो क्या हुआ, मैं यार रनिंग के लिए गया हुआ था पार्क. बहुत अच्छा मौसम हो रहा था, ठीक है. मस्त हवा चल रही, ठंडी ठंडी हवा चल रही. और ओबवियसली बिजली भी बीच में कड़क रही थी. बट मैंने कहा ठीक है यार, मौसम अच्छा है, चलना चाहिए. तो मैं पार्क चला गया. परंतु 2-3 चक्कर 4-5 चक्कर काटे, उसके बाद वो शुरू हो गई बारिश, जो कि एक्सपेक्टेड था. तो मैं घर आते आते दौड़ लगाई मैंने, बट बारिश हो चुकी थी अच्छी खासी स्पीड में, और मैं भीग गया, और मैं पूरा भीग गया. तो मैं लिटरली नंगा बैठ के स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ. मतलब शर्ट उतार दी, कूलर चला के, तो मैंने बाल सुखाए भाई, सूख ही ना रहे भाई. पर मैंने अब शर्ट पहन ली है. आई थिंक मेरे बाल भी सूख गए अब तो. भाई हेडफोन गील हो गए थे भाई मेरे. अच्छा मैं नए वाले लेके नहीं गया. सोनी तो टिक भी जाएगा, वो साला नॉइस पे मुझे भरोसा नहीं है. Guardian Leviosa. रिमोट किधर गया भाई? So that was the reason. आओ दद्दू जी से मिलते हैं, बड़े दद्दू आ गए हैं.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor,
Professor Fig.
Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig?
And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
I do.
You and your friend Charles spoke of the port key, and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until perhaps now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look?
ये तो सही कह रहे हो भाई. मतलब
I know that tower. It's not far.
It is really hard to go by
You may
situation
have
में क्या
seen it
करो, तुम पूरा
yourself.
सामान तुम्हारा निपटने वाला है, तुमको ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा भाई. मजबूरी भी होती है, मतलब लोगों की ऑब्वियसली रहना पड़ रहा है वैसे जगहों पे, और कोई सोल्यूशन भी नहीं है भाई. अपार्ट सॉरी टॉपिक चेंज कर रहा हूँ, पता नहीं मुझे लगता है मेरे इंस्टाग्राम पे कोई रील सडनली लोगों को विजिबिलिटी में आ रही है, क्योंकि मुझे ऑल ऑफ द सडन लाइक्स एंड फॉलोज मिल रहे हैं यार. अब मुझे देखना पड़ेगा कौन सी रील पे लोग के थ्रू आ रहे हैं. लाइक्स नहीं बल्कि फॉलोअर बढ़ रहा है एक्चुअली.
Perhaps your young friend is more well traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
नहीं यार, रील तो मेरी दूसरे अकाउंट पे लाइक हुई है, फॉलोअर मेरा यहाँ बढ़ रहा है. दैट इज वेरी वियर्ड.
You said that you know that tower.
है रील्स
What
डाल
can you
रहे
tell me
हो?
about
नहीं
it?
यार,
Not much,
रील
I'm
मतलब
afraid.
गेमिंग की
I've passed
रील्स,
it dozens of times.
डॉग्स
It's north
वाली
of
वो सब
Hogsmeade.
चीजें.
My recollection
Songs की
is that
वो
it
सब
seems abandoned.
खुद की नहीं डालता भाई.
Clearly, however, the tower conceals more than
But-
meets the eye.
लोग गेमिंग टाइप का कंटेंट बनाते हैं रील पे. आई हैव फ्यू आइडियाज, आई मेक सम. लेट्स सी. भाई अभी तक फॉलो नहीं कर रहे थे, अनफॉलो कर दिया था क्या मेरे को? यू वर फॉलोइंग मी राइट? मेरे को जवाब मांगता. यही दूसरा अकाउंट है, और ये और ही की फोटो क्यों लगा रखी है भाई? दूसरा अकाउंट है पर ये फोटो क्या है भाई?
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful And do not tell anyone where you're going.
क्यों? क्या हुआ?
Confringo! Potato! Confringo!
इनके साथ ही चलना अपने को नहीं. I need to meet Professor Fig outside the tower.
It's time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated...
Confringo!
But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and
बात
see
तो
me.
नहीं कर रहे भाई. ओए स्किल. क्या बात कर रहे हो? और ही ना है. अरे यार.
Still baffling to me.
अरे यार भाई वो और ही लग रहा है भाई. मुझे लगा और ही की फोटो क्यों लगा रखी है भाई. पुरानी फोटो है इसकी. अच्छा. बेइज्जती मत करो भाई. और मैं लिटरली किसी को भी ये फोटो दिखाओ और वो ना बोल दे कि भाई ये और ही है.
I've always said that.
मैं वही सोचूं भाई. डिस्कॉर्ड पे वो नाम रख लिया है. यहाँ पे भाई फिर और ही की फोटो लगा ली है. क्या चल रहा है भाई समझ नहीं आ रहा. इधर गए प्रोफेसर फिग. बात ही ना कर रहे भाई. ये तो गुस्सा हो गए क्या? अबे इनको किसी ने बच बच में कर लिया है क्या भाई? क्या हो गया?
Revelio!
इवन तो लोग बोलते हैं मुझे और ही जैसे दिखता हूँ मैं. 14 नहीं हूँ मैं. एक्सवाई. नहीं यार आप किधर 25 साल के हो ना भाई. 25 वाले टेक्निकली जेंसी हैं. बट यहाँ से आवाज आती है कुछ भाई.
Revelio!
Still baffling to me that such a book was hidden in the restricted section all these years.
हाँ ये बात भी सही है भाई. आपके भी बाल बड़े. और क्या किया था भाई? वैसी दाढ़ी भी रख लो भाई. कौन है वो लोग जो इतना सा चुगल रहे हैं? अभी नीचे जाने क्यों बोल रहा है मुझे? अब यहाँ से लौट सकता हूँ. एक सेकंड ना गाइस. एक बार फॉलो करके देखो फोटोज. यही वाले अकाउंट पे मैं अपने पर्सनल अकाउंट से करता हूँ. वैसे भी कर सकता हूँ. अरे सिरी नहीं बोला मैंने. सिरी एक्टिवेट हो जाता है भाई. करा रिक्वेस्ट करा मैंने।
Levioso.
हाँ ये लेट्स गो। वैसे मैं डायरेक्ट फास्ट ट्रैवल भी कर सकता हूँ बट दिस इज बेटर। देखो कितना क्लोजेस्ट जा सकते हैं अपन। चलो उधर का फास्ट ट्रैवल करते हैं। किया गया एक्सेप्ट। एक्सेप्ट भाई फोटोज पे अच्छी नहीं लगती। हंस रहा हूँ मैं कि बेकार लग रहा है। फोटोज अच्छी है पर बात सही बोली भाई, और ही लग रहा है, एकदम और ही लग रहा है भाई। ये पुरानी फोटो पे तो एकदम ही अलग आदमी लग रहा है भाई कोई। इसके छोटे बाल है या ये कोई और, आई डोंट नो भाई। तीनों आदमी सेम लग रहे हैं मुझे। इसमें 3 लोग खड़े हैं अनरिकॉग्नाइजेबल। यहाँ से 2022 से चेहरा बदलना शुरू हुआ है, नवंबर। यहाँ से भाई ने बाल बढ़ाए हैं। भाई कुछ ज्यादा ही बाल बढ़ा लिए थे भाई। न्यू ईयर न्यू मी। अच्छा ये दोस्त है भाई। 2-3 लोगों में कंफ्यूज हो रहा हूँ मैं। लेटेस्ट फोटो में तो भाई अगर फोटो ऐसी होती कि बाजू में आपका दोस्त खड़ा है और उसकी तरह से हाथ रख के खड़े हो ऐसे साइड में तब तो भाई 100% श्योर हो जाता है। एक सेकंड यार, म्यूट कर रहा हूँ।
I was only following orders. Leave your accusations in someone else's direction if you don't mind.
भेजो भेजो भेजो, मतलब डालो कहीं।
Handy resource. Most pleased to be included.
Over here.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival.
Don't see myself doing this sort of thing forever, though.
Quickly now. Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalis.
Quiet. Quiet,
Petrificus Totalis.
Well done.
There must be something here. Ramrock said so. You ought to cut back on pudding. Mistook you for a troll the other day. There must be something here. Ramrock said so.
Petrificus Totalis.
Any who oppose...
There must be something here. Ramrock said so.
Petrificus Totalis.
Ready to fight!
Revelio. Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
I will draw blood.
Protego!
I'm afraid of heights! Is that the best you can do?
Levioso! Revelio. Can't imagine the goblins know about the trials. They know that something is significant about this place, though.
How on earth could they have known about this place? Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked. An unlocking job.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
Revelio.
कौन सा गेम? व्हाट गेम?
Someone was an avid reader. Can't say I'm familiar with many of these titles. I wonder who this is.
With robes like that, it could be anyone.
Revelio. Revelio.
I imagine these brooms have been enchanted for centuries. Never seen an enchantment last this long.
Welcome to Sambakar's Tower.
Hello, Professor. Did you say Sambakar's Tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter, though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Command it to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir.
Bye.
I'll see you back in the map chamber.
And happy birthday, bhai. कैसा रहा दिन?
A reservoir of ancient magic, downstairs, near the entry. Revelio. Oh. Revelio. I've seen this before, in Gringotts and the Revelio. I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic. But where? Impressive. That must have done something. Best have a look around. Revelio.
नहीं नहीं, कॉल पर हूँ इसलिए आवाज़ अभी आ रही होगी ना। हाँ सीढ़ियाँ कितनी कूल है यार। इधर जाओ ऊपर आ रही है, इधर जाओ नीचे जा रही है। नंबर the whole thing is so pretty, honestly.
Revelio. Revelio. I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic. But where? I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic. But where? More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different. These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time.
Protego! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Confringo! Incendio! Protego! Confringo! Levioso! Confringo! Levioso!
These look familiar.
Accio!
Was it Accio I used before?
Accio.
That platform looks like it ought to get me where I need to go.
Revelio. Accio.
What did that burst of magic do? Perhaps I should examine things from both sides of the archway.
Accio.
The room changes when I move in and out of the archway. What have the keepers planned for me?
Accio. Accio. Accio.
More statues.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Levioso! Incendio!
Not making this easy on me.
Revelio! Expelliarmus! Accio! Accio.
What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different.
Accio.
I need to see how the room changes when I move in and out of the archway. So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge.
Accio.
So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge.
Accio.
Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides. So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge.
Accio.
So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge.
Accio.
So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge.
Accio.
So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge.
Accio!
So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge.
Accio!
I'll never get used to these floors.
Confringo! Levioso! Accio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo! Levioso! Incendio. Levioso. Confringo. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Confringo. Protego. Levioso. Confringo. Levioso. Incendio. Confringo. Levioso. Incendio.
I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic. But where?
Revelio. Expelliarmus. Accio. Accio.
Now to see what's changed on each side of this archway.
Revelio.
Look at this.
Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Protego. Confringo. Levioso. Incendio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Protego. Incendio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Levioso. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Levioso!
What a relief. Another pensive.
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take. Every year, a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here. More crystallized stone. That must be the way back to the map chamber.
कंबायर साइको भाई फाइट्स तो
What
बहुत
have we
सही है
here?
यार फाइट्स काफी सही है
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir.
सॉरी मैं
And
म्यूट
this
पर
is
कॉल
Professor
पे
Fig.
Professor
म्यूट कर
Charles
रही थी
Rookwood
स्क्रीन
at
में
your
मैं।
service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor. Rookwood.
कॉल के ऐसे म्यूट कर रखा है
We saw you in the Pensive in Gringotts with Professor
बताओ
Rackham.
आपको गेम नहीं खेल रहा है
Indeed.
अभी
So, you found the port key to
Charles
access
Rookwood.
Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last Pensive.
Ah, yes.
And fun
You will
too.
find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You will need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins. The goblins? The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of Sanbakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts. I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then...
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the Pensive.
Before the witch from the last Pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next Pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ramrock knows. I will be honest,
Did you breed
I've
dragons?
no
I
idea
don't
where
know,
to
I have
start.
not. I
Actually,
don't know how to do
I
that.
might know
I
of
haven't
someone.
reached there, I guess.
I saw Serona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. He seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
My studies. Yes, sir.
Before you go,
Okay, that mission will come later. Okay. I hope. Oh, Charles, Rookwood से बात करनी चलो भाई.
Professor?
have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path.
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them.
Were you able to defeat the dragon? Wow. सुंदर लग रहा है जी. काफी सुंदर लग रहा है. Imagination type. Dream. Percival Rackham's trial completed. Mail beat करते चलो. Mail तो बच गई. I have something, but it is locked. I need to reach level 14. अच्छा आप सुन पा रहे हो मुझको? मुझे पता नहीं आप मुझसे बात कर रहे हैं किसी और
I've got
कुछ तो बोल
spectacular
रहे हो.
news. The broom upgrade's ready. Stop by the shop when you can.
I hope you will come and see me about a pressing and highly confidential matter at your earliest convenience. I believe that we may be able to help each other.
Please see me after class once you have completed the tasks I've set for you. I would like to teach you Descendo, useful for pulling objects to the ground.
You can't imagine how inconvenient. You. I do not think.
Revelio. Confringo.
Okay. नया डाउनलोड नहीं हुआ भाई वो, बहुत ही बेकार एक्सबॉक्स का डाउनलोड है।
Revelio. Levioso.
A broom!
Revelio. Confringo.
What do you have in store for me this time?
Confringo. Incendio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Incendio. Levioso. Protego. Incendio. Levioso. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Incendio. Levioso. Protego. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo! Levioso! Incendio! Expelliarmus!
हेलो फ्रेंड्स, प्रशन भाई क्या हाल है? वेलकम टू स्ट्रीम। हाँ, मैं जिंदा हूँ।
Could it be a Merlin trial?
Accio!
क्यों, क्या हुआ राहुल भाई? सब ठीक है? चाचा एडमिट, अरे क्या हुआ चाचा को? सब ठीक है? एनीथिंग सीरियस? क्या हो गया भाई?